This is lesson 407. It is a spelling dictation lesson. I'm going to dictate two-syllable words that will contain vowel group 4, 5, and 6 teams. Let's start by reviewing those groups. First, we have vowel group 4, which says that two vowels come together, join together, form a team, and the first vowel represents its name or its long sound. And here are examples of our vowel group 4 teams. Vowel group 5 are the R-controlled vowel teams, where a vowel plus the letter R join together and form a team and represent a special sound that's not long or short. And here are our teams that are vowel group 5. Notice we have ER, EAR, IR, and UR, all representing the same sound. And that will present challenges when you're trying to remember which team to use to spell in a word. So that's something you have to pay particular attention to, because you can't tell from the sound. You simply have to memorize whether you're going to use ER as in her or IR as in bird. Then we have the vowel group 6 teams. Vowel group 6 says two vowels join together and form a team, but the first vowel does not say its name or does not represent its long sound. Instead, the team represents a different sound. And you have to memorize the sounds that these teams represent. And we have words that illustrate to you the sounds represented by these teams in the vowel group 6 category. Finally, we have a specific marking procedure we use to analyze words after we've spelled them, so that you can train yourself to look for all the relevant phonetic components embedded within the word. First thing you would do after you've spelled the word is to look for any teams and underline those teams. And then if a letter represents its second sound, you double underline that letter, or letter team for that matter. And if you have a silent E, you underline the silent E at the end of the word. The second step is you identify your vowel sounds in the word by placing dots under them. Step 3, if necessary, you divide the words into syllables, and you place a syllable rule number above the word to identify why you divided the word where you did. And then finally, step 4, you associate a vowel group number with each of the vowels in each of the syllables within the words I dictate. We have 10 rows of words. I begin with row 1, minor, minor. That child is a minor, minor. Now for spelling pronunciation, we pronounce it minor. First syllable, my, two sounds, I, nor, two sounds, or, minor. Now the first thing we do is look for teams. If a letter represents its second sound, double underline it, or underline a silent E at the end of the word. We have an OR team, so we underline it. Next, we identify vowel sounds. Two vowel sounds in this word. Therefore, we know we're going to have a two-syllable word. Because we have a two-syllable word, we now divide the word. According to syllable rule 1, we have one consonant between our vowels, and we divide after the first vowel and before the consonant. Next, we assign vowel group numbers to our vowels. The first syllable, we have one vowel at the end of the syllable. According to vowel group 2, the I is long, and we have an R-controlled vowel, OR. That's a vowel group 5, and the word is minor. Now that's the spelling pronunciation, minor, but in conversation we say minor. The next word is despoil. Despoil. To despoil something means to ruin it or damage it. First syllable, D, two sounds, D, E. Spoil, four sounds, S, P, Oi, Ul. Despoil. Step 1, look for teams. We have an OI team. Step 2, identify vowel sounds. Two vowel sounds, we know now we have a two-syllable word. Now let's divide the word into syllables. Here we have a consonant blend, SP. We lock those two letters together so they remain together in the same syllable. We draw a half circle under the S and the P. Now they're locked together as a consonant blend. Remember, we only mark consonant blends when we need to protect them so they're not broken up into separate syllables for division purposes. And it counts as a unit of 1 when you're counting consonants between your vowel sounds. And then finally, we associate a vowel group number with each of the vowel sounds. And we have one vowel at the end of the syllable in the first syllable. That's vowel group 2, and OI is vowel group 6. Remember, vowel group 6 says 2 vowels join together and form a team, and the first vowel does not make the long sound. The next word is denote. Denote. A fever can denote that a person has an illness. Denote. D, 2 sounds. D, E. Note, 3 sounds. N, O, T. Denote. Step 1, look for teams. If a letter represents its second sound, double underline the letter. Or if we have a silent E, underline it. In this word, we have a silent E. Let's identify vowel sounds. 2 vowel sounds. Now let's apply a syllable division rule. Syllable division rule 1 is in effect. We have 1 consonant between our vowel sounds. Finally, let's assign vowel group numbers to our vowels. We have 2 in the first syllable. The vowel is at the end of the syllable, and the silent E rule is in effect for the second syllable. The first vowel says its name according to vowel group 3. The next word, wafer. Wafer. I had a wafer for dessert. Wafer. Way, 2 sounds. Wa, a. Fur, 2 sounds. F, Wafer. Now at this point, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and fully mark the word. Once you've completely marked the word, then advance the video to see if you've marked it correctly. Wafer. Row 2, sober. Sober. You must make a sober decision about this. Sober. So, 2 sounds. S, O. Bur, 2 sounds. Bu, Sober. Mark the word. Sober. Demean. Demean. His comments were meant to demean her. Demean. D, 2 sounds. D, E. Mean, 3 sounds. E, N. Demean. Mark the word. Demean. Domain. Domain. His domain is vast. Domain. Do, 2 sounds. D, O. Main, 3 sounds. A, N. Domain. Mark the word. Domain. Refrain. Refrain. I will refrain from taking further actions. Refrain. Re, 2 sounds. R, E. Frain, 4 sounds. F, R, A, N. Refrain. Mark the word. Refrain. Here we have FR as a consonant blend that we need to protect so it's not broken up when we do the syllable division. So you put a half circle under the F and the R. Now they're locked together. They count as a unit of 1. Syllable rule 1 is in effect here. Row 3, retail. Retail. I never pay retail for that kind of thing. Retail. Re, 2 sounds. R, E. Tail, 3 sounds. T, A, L. Retail. Mark the word. Retail. Taker. Taker. I have to find a taker for this property. Taker. Tay, 2 sounds. T, A. Cur, 2 sounds. K, Taker. Mark the word. Taker. Reclaim. Reclaim. I need to go reclaim my baggage. Reclaim. Two sounds. E. Claim, 4 sounds. K, l, a, m. Reclaim. Mark the word. Reclaim. We have another consonant blend here, the CL. We draw half circles under the C and the L to protect them, to lock them together, and we count that as a unit of 1 when we're counting consonants between our vowels. Dilute. Dilute. This drink is strong and I need to dilute it. Dilute. 2 sounds. D, I. Lute. 3 sounds. L, U, T. Dilute. Mark the word. Dilute. Now, did you remember that you can make 2 long sounds? The first long sound for you is U as in mule. But who rides on a mule? A dude. And in dude, U is representing its second long sound. And in this word, U is representing the sound U. So when U represents its second long sound, you double underline it. Remember, U is the only vowel that has 2 long sounds instead of just 1. Row 4, cheaper. Cheaper. I don't think that price is cheaper than the other store. Cheaper. First syllable is chea, 2 sounds. Ch, E. Per, 2 sounds. P, Cheaper. Mark the word. Cheaper. Ago. Ago. I went there many years ago. 1 sound. Go, 2 sounds. G, O. Go. Mark the word. Go. Rumor. Rumor. Rumor has it you will return next year. Rumor. 2 sounds. U. Now we're going to exaggerate the second syllable just a bit, and we're going to pronounce that second syllable more. More. 2 sounds. Or. More. Mark the word. More. Here again, U is representing its second long sound, U. Double underline it. And for spelling, we pronounce the word more, but in conversation, we say rumor. Detain. Detain. The police will detain the suspect. Detain. 2 sounds. D, E. Tain. 3 sounds. T, A, N. Detain. Mark the word. Detain. Row 5, canine. Canine. The canine unit was out on the street. Canine. K, 2 sounds. K, A. 9, 3 sounds. N, I, N. K9. Mark the word. K9. Reproof. Reproof. Reproof is an expression of disapproval. Reproof. 2 sounds. E. Proof. 4 sounds. P, F. Reproof. Mark the word. Reproof. PR, again, is marked as a consonant blend. Devour. Devour. He will devour the entire meal in a few short minutes. Devour. D has 2 sounds. D, E. Vour. 3 sounds. V, ow, Devour. Mark the word. Devour. Amount. Amount. What is the amount due? Amount. 1 sound. Mount. 4 sounds. Ow, T. Amount. Mark the word. Amount. Row 6. A vail. A vail. His effort was to no avail. A vail. 1 sound. Veil. 3 sounds. V, A, L. A veil. Mark the word. a vail. Regain, regain. I will try and regain my position. Regain, two sounds, e. Gain, three sounds, a, n. Regain, mark the word, regain. Delay, delay. We had yet another delay. D, two sounds, e. Lay, two sounds, a. Delay, mark the word, delay. Prepare, prepare. We will prepare the meal. Prepare. Three sounds, e. Payer, three sounds, Prepare. Mark the word. Prepare. Row 7, solo. Solo. I will fly the plane for a solo flight. Solo. So, two sounds, o. Low, two sounds, o. So low. Mark the word. So low. Strident, strident. His remarks were very strident. Now, I'm exaggerating the pronunciation here a little bit. We would say in conversation strident, but for spelling, we say strident. Stri has four sounds, s, t, r, I. Dent, four sounds, d, e, n, t. Strident. Mark the word. Strident. Saber, saber. The soldier drew his saber in battle. Saber. Say, two sounds, s, a. Burr, two sounds, b, Saber. Mark the word. Saber. Retain, retain. We will retain that employee. Retain. Two sounds, e. Tain, three sounds, t, a, n. Retain. Mark the word. Retain. Row 8, spider. Spider. There is a spider on the tree. Spider. Spy, three sounds, s, p, I. Der, two sounds, d, Spider. Mark the word. Spider. Labor. Labor. I will labor in the field today. Labor. For spelling, pronounce the word lay-bore. Lay, two sounds, a. Bore, two sounds, or. Lay-bore. Mark the word. Lay-bore. Labor. Vibrate. Vibrate. My engine began to vibrate. Vibrate. Two sounds, I. Brate, four sounds, a, t. Vibrate. Mark the word. Vibrate. Decay, decay. All I see around me is rust and decay. D, two sounds, d, e. K, two sounds, k, a. D-K. Mark the word. D-K. Row 9. Sterling. Sterling. His character is sterling. Sterling. Stir. Three sounds. S, t, Ling. Three sounds. L, I, n. Sterling. Mark the word. Sterling. Grounder. Grounder. The batter hit a grounder to second base. Grounder. Ground. Four sounds. G, r, ow, n. Der. Two sounds. D, Ground. der, mark the word. Grounder. Chowder. Chowder. I like seafood chowder. Chowder. Chow, two sounds. Ch, ow. Der, two sounds. Duh, Chowder. Mark the word. Chowder. Starburst. Starburst. We saw a starburst in the sky. Starburst. Star, three sounds. S, t, r. Burst, four sounds. B, s, t. Starburst. Mark the word. Starburst. This is a compound word. A compound word is when two short words are joined together to create a new word. And our final row 10, rooster. Rooster. The rooster made a loud noise in the morning. Roo, two sounds. R, oo. Stir, three sounds. S, t, Rooster. Mark the word. Rooster. Treatment. Treatment. I need to get a hair treatment. Treatment. Treat. Four sounds. T, r, e, t. Ment, four sounds. M, e, n, t. Treatment. Mark the word. Treatment. Turnip. Turnip. She cut the turnip into small pieces. Turnip. Tur, two sounds. T, Nip, three sounds. N, I, p. Turnip. Mark the word. Turnip. Oarsman. Oarsman. An oarsman is someone who paddles as part of a crew on a ship. Oarsman. Now let's exaggerate the pronunciation just a little bit. Oarsman. Now this is a compound word made up of oars, which is what you use to row a boat, and man. So the first syllable is oars, and it has three sounds. It's a little hard to hear them, but they're all in there. The first sound is O, Z. The second syllable is man, three sounds. A, n. Oars, man. Mark the word. Oars, man. So this word is a little complicated. First of all, the first syllable, the S is representing its second sound, but R and S together are joining together to form a consonant blend, and we have to lock those two letters together so they remain in the first syllable. So this is how that word would look, and so for spelling we pronounce it oarsman, and in conversation it's not a word you would use very often in English, but the word is oarsman. And this completes the dictation of words from lesson 407.